Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is the Cavalry. Check this out. I only got about 60 seconds to make my motherfucking points because according to African American women, and I mean most African American women, they can only listen to about 60 seconds of my videos before they turn it off, and they've gotten all the knowledge that they need to accumulate in that 60 seconds. You understand me? In that 60 seconds, they got it all. And then they have to go ahead and they have to private message me with what their beliefs are about how I hate my mother, and it's all my fault, and it's all black men's fault, and that we're conditioned, and that we haven't thought anything out, and that it's just you don't understand us, and don't you want to hear our side? And all we're trying to say as black men is that your side is stupid. It's not us. Now, I know it's only been about 53 seconds. And I know there's folks sitting up there turning this off like, oh my God, he said we're stupid. But let me tell you something. In the minute or so, what this video is about, this is about Chris Rock. This is about NBC News. This is about horses. And this is about the fact that none of this shit is black men's fault, period. That's a minute and 15 seconds. All right. Are you ready? You ready for this? Well, let's go. All right, check this out. Last week, there happened to be a report on NBC about horses. See, look, the problem is that African American women spent so much of their time dogging actual black men out. And black men were like, look, we don't have any party to this. So they threw us underneath the bus, walked all over us, called us weak, and we're the only thing standing between them and actually looking retarded most of the time. So they actually chose the thugs. Now see, the thugs, they don't have the intelligence to go ahead and defend a damn thing. They're just not smart enough. Hell, they weren't even up in the morning to go ahead and see this report because they were busy selling weed the night before. They're just not smart enough to be paying attention to this shit. There's nothing wrong with weed. Just saying. But that's what the women want. They want the fast cash. They want the big rims. They wanted all that stuff. Good money, big money takes time. So they went with the fast cash. That's what their mothers taught them to do. Not black men's fault. Their mothers sidestepped black men, got with thugs, and then started raising these silly females. They raised them to be mousers. In other words, a pure cat. And all she's going to do is go after fast cash. And you saw my previous videos and where it was talking about, here's a one mother versus another mother. And look at what she has to go through raising her African American son. This bad mother is telling this good mother, hey, you need to teach your son how to treat women. And the good mother is actually teaching her son how to treat women. But what she's not doing is raising him how to treat whores, how to treat bad women, how to treat the vast majority of African American women who all they want in terms of wanting something from a man is cash. What's in his wallet is not the man, is not the fun, is not the adventure of it all. It's just about what can he do for me, and the fact that that is never going to be enough. So on NBC, what do we have here? We have a white man, and he has actually combed the hair of horses and made the horses beautiful. Let's take a look. Hey, check this out. Just a reminder, no black men involved.
Harris sat down with Julian earlier this morning and began by asking whatever gave him the idea to photograph these horses.
Well, I do a lot of collaborations with people. I'm a commercial photographer, so I work for advertising agencies. So I have a lot of exposure to creative people. And one of the people that I do a lot of work with and quite a few personal projects with, a guy called Micah Walker, we were talking one day and he said, hey, wouldn't it be great, wouldn't it be really funny to do some shots of horses, but with big hairstyles, sort of pony pinup, if you want to call it that.
A pony pinup, but not easy to do, Julian. I understand it took a full day shooting for each horse, 4 hours in hair and makeup. Describe the process for us.
Well, you know, not so many people have taken photos of horses with big hair, so we really had no idea what we were going to get into. You know, on most shoots, you would go out and you would be able to do a couple of shots a day, and hair and makeup on a person might take 2 or 3 hours. But with horses, you know, we just assumed maybe a little bit more, but obviously we were completely wrong. So we did a couple of test days, which we were hoping would be actual final shots, but they ended up being tests because one of them was a complete disaster and the other one was partially a disaster, so we called them tests. But what ended up happening is we realized that we needed a full day to do it, because each horse would take about 4 hours of hairstyling. Acacia De Silva, who's a great hair and makeup person who I was working with in London at the time, he kind of made it technically happen. He found a way to fix the extensions into the horse's hair without hurting them. And each horse took about 4 hours of grooming, so it was very intense for everyone. And the time of year we shot it was very cold. It was almost the middle of winter. There was ice on the ground. Acacia was working in a large barn with no heating.
Yeah, I'm amazed these horses put up with this.
Oh, the horses loved it. Are you kidding? I think they had a great time. They loved the grooming and they loved being fawned over and everything. I mean, you know, the flashlights, probably not. They didn't like them as much. And also, you know, they had to stand in a very specific spot so that the lighting would be right. And it was a long process to even get that right, let alone making them stand on the mark.
Yeah,
so,
Julian, I know this
the horses were great.
I know this was a personal project for you. You weren't doing this for anybody else.
Yep.
Just to kind of remind yourself why you do what you do, to bring back the joy of photography.
Yeah.
So in that sense, a real success.
Absolutely.
Did you see that? Quite interesting, ain't it? Where was the black man? Huh? I bet you a whole bunch of bitches is flagging my video right now. Like it's my fault. But they ain't over ABC News or NBC or CBS. And this is actually for NBC. Where's Jay Ryder? You know, you want to blame black men? You want to blame black men vent? Where are you? Huh? Where are you going to NBC? Huh? Where's your campaign? Your only campaign is to call Homeland Security on us. Where are you going to call Homeland Security, the police, and the FBI on them? Huh? What's wrong? You ain't got the guts? How about your followers? Okay, again, whose fault is it? They gave the black female horse the Rick James haircut. Now, is that the black man's fault? He's not even on set. Is it Dave Chappelle's fault? Not on set either. How about Rick James? It's his fault? He's not on set. He didn't give them the go-ahead from the grave. Man, Rick James haircut. Perfect for the black horse. No. Just look at who's in the report. And you can figure it out. Maybe. But in the black woman's mind, it all coalesces and comes back to the black man. Interesting, isn't it? How those supple cogs turn in an African-American woman's head. Who's undermining black beauty? Is it me? Or is it them? Look, I don't own a horse. I own a brush. I own a comb. But I don't own a horse. It wasn't my idea. I don't want to sit up here and comb horses' hair. But let me tell you something. Out of black men and black women, who uses the most horse hair? Oh, sorry. My fault. Sorry. I shouldn't have said that. I'm undermining black beauty, ain't I? Oh, shit. See the connection? Huh? Well, let's talk about more connections.